Hey YouTube, this is StarKiller600 bringing you another comic review, and today I'm going to be talking about Ultimate Comics, Ultimate Spider-Man issue 1. So there was a lot of controversy about the new Spider-Man, but it doesn't really matter. It's just you may like I'm a huge Peter Parker fan. I'm a Peter Parker fan as well, but this is Ultimate Comics. This is anything can happen, This was heavily emphasized anyway. Anything can happen. So yeah, I just say give him a chance. I think this book can go far, especially with the new Spider-Man Miles Morales. So for whatever reasons you don't like it, just try and put that aside and try and look ahead. So anyway, I'm gonna start with the cover. It looks good. I like the suit. Maybe a bit too much black on it though, but yeah, it's good. The black and red, the new style for it, it's good. Yeah, I like it. It's nice. So then this issue opens up 11 months in the past. So obviously this takes place before Peter Parker died. Norman Osborn and his company, what's it called again? Oscorp Industries. He's with a scientist observing this spider called 42. So then he's going talking, then he mentions that he created Spider-Man. That with an earlier version of the Oz formula, that he injected it into a spider, and then this spider bit a young man and they gave him spider powers. So this scientist is intrigued. He's like, what happened to the spider? Did you test it? I said no. But Norman Osborn's like, no, it died. So then the scientist asks more questions. What about the boy? Did he die? Then Norman Osborn's like, no, he survived and he gained all the powers of a spider, stuff like that. So then they go on, and then Norman mentions that he wants this scientist to replicate the Oz formula and make it better, because he plans to use it as a new super soldier formula. But also he mentions that if you mention what I've told you outside of this factory, I will kill you. But if you do what I want, you'll be rewarded beyond the wildest dreams. So scientist, he's like, okay then. Norman leaves. He puts the spider down under a microscope, and then he's just like taking some time just to gather himself again. But unknown to him that the spider crawls away. So then next page, Norman Osborn's been exposed as the Green Goblin. Everybody knows who he is now. Stuff. So later that night, there's a break in Oscorp Industries. Some guy breaks into a vault and starts stealing all the valuables. But then unknown to him, the spider that spider 42 crawls up onto this guy's leg. So then when he leaves, he takes the spider along with him. Later on, we see in Brooklyn, New York, we see this family. Then from what's been said, we realize that the youngest among them is Miles, and he's with his parents. But from the way he's been drawn, the way he looks like 13. So when they mentioned that this new Spider-Man's gonna be younger than Peter Parker, I didn't know he was gonna be this young. But let's see from where this goes. So they're on the way to this kind of like bingo thing. Well, not like bingo, like lottery, sorry. And this is for placement into this really prestigious school. Miles and his father don't think that he'll get in, but his mom is like confident that he will do. It just has to have hope and stuff. So then, as the names are being drawn, because only a select few of students can get in, whereas there's been 1,000 applicants. So as the names are being drawn, Miles' father's getting less and less enthused by this, until the last name that's being picked is Miles. They all Miles' father and his mother are celebrating. They're happy, but Miles, he looks around and he sees all the other applicants who didn't get in, all sad and crying. So he thinks they deserve this. So later on, he goes to see his uncle and tells him about what happened, about how he got into school. So his uncle's like, yeah, that's good, that's great. Then he goes to bring some popsicles. So then when Miles is sitting on the chair and everything waiting, he sees this bag and then he opens it and then he brings up this like cube kind of like object, and this object resembles one of the things that was stolen previously in Oscorp. So you obviously find out that the guy that stole the ransacked the safe was obviously Miles' uncle. So Miles is sitting down looking at this cube. A spider crawls up to his hand. So he just looks at it for a while until the spider bites him. So then he jumps, he's like, what was that? He looks down at his the bite and then he starts foaming all of a sudden, then he collapses. Miles' uncle brings him a glass of water. He's calling to him, Miles, but Miles passes out. Some minutes later, he wakes up. His uncle called Miles his dad, sorry, he was obviously his uncle's brother. Miles' dad is shouting, what have you done to my son? Stay away from my son, stuff like that. But Miles, because of all this, he gets angry and he runs out. So Miles' father starts looking for him, he can't find him. But Miles is just sitting by the stairs outside the building. He's calling to his dad, but his dad can't hear him. Then he realizes why. Then he looks down and he sees that he's turning invisible. Like you can see here, he's turning invisible, and that's where it ends. Well, the art in this issue was good. I liked it. Serpicelli's art is kind of reminiscent to Mark Bagley's old art for the Ultimate Spider-Man. It was good. The cover art is also really good. I like it as well. But one problem I have with it, that was too short. Like, I paid £3.20 for this, and I expected to get more. This was like, it wasn't much of an origin story for me. I felt disappointed, really. I feel like I should have gotten more from this. That, like, this is the first issue. I know that it's an origin story, but it's too short. They should have done more with it and stuff. Well, I give 3 stars. It was okay, yeah, story, you know where it's going, but just that it was too short for me and stuff. So yeah, I say you pick this issue up, yeah, but it is too short. So you might be a bit disappointed, and you might think you're not getting your money's worth from it. So yeah, it was a good issue. Like I said before, just try and give this character a chance. I know that a lot of people out there are skeptical about the new Spider-Man, but I think it will do well. Just give it a chance and wait and see, and I think it will be rewarded for your patience. So so if you've seen, when you guys read this, just put some comments on my video. Let me know what you think of it. Just share your thoughts on it, and also subscribe to my channel. This is StarKiller600 signing off. See you later, guys.